Welcome to Farrell Equipment.
Hi, my name is Ryan. I'm a service technician at Farrell Equipment and Supply. Today we will go over servicing your Husqvarna K760 cutoff saw. The kit includes wrench, air filter, spark plug, fuel filter, belt, and water coupler. A good time for this will be when you notice running a little rough and poor performance. The first step we will do is replace the air filter. We will need to remove the 3 bolts to remove the cover. After the main cover is off, there will be 2 more remaining bolts. And to remove the air filter, you will press on each side and it will slide out the bottom. An old air filter may look like this. Under the main air filter is a second filter called a pre-filter. Check for damage and replace if necessary. Replacing the air filter, slide the new one through the bottom, opposite how it was removed, and then place back on saw. Before tightening everything down, you may do the spark plug also. Just pull up on the boot, and then with the included wrench, counterclockwise, we'll loosen this up to pull it out completely. With the new spark plug, careful not to cross thread, hand tighten it in, and when snug, give it about 1/8 of a turn, and then replace the boot. Now with the air filter and the spark plug changed, you can put the cover assembly back on. The 2 bolts by the air filter, and then the top cover, which will have 3 bolts. Like so. Our next step in service will be to change the fuel filter. Begin by lying saw on its side, opening up fuel cap, pulling it out completely. There is a stopper, be careful not to break. With a bent coat hanger or a hooked tool, reach in for fuel line. Pull out. On top of the fuel filter, you'll see a weight. Slide that back and pull hose off. Replace with new. Make sure the weight is above. Slide on completely and then slide the weight down. That will help that stay on. Slide the stopper back in for the fuel cap. And with the cap back on to the next step, replacing belt. Start by removing the 2 bolts holding on the belt guard. And then the 2 bolts holding the blade assembly on. With the bolts removed, the end of the blade cover can be removed. Slowly walk the belt off the pulley, like so. And replace with new belt. Start by installing around the clutch and walking it onto the front pulley. With belt replaced, you can now reinstall the cover. Then after you have that snug, we will be ready for the second part of the guard. Slide over the end of the belt. Try to line up the screw holes. And with those snugged up, we will adjust the belt tension. You'll want it fairly snug with a little wiggle. And when you're happy with that, finish tightening down the bolts. And on to our next step. And the last step in the service will be to replace the water coupler. Slide back on the orange and pull. It'll come right off. The new one, just press on firmly until you hear the snap. And again, it's easily done with one wrench. Anybody can do it at home. When you notice your saw is running rough or not performing as it should, that would be a great time. To purchase the service kit, check link below or visit your local Farrell equipment and supply store. Follow us on YouTube and like our Facebook page to stay up to date on deals, events, and how-to videos. I am Ryan with Farrell Equipment. Thanks for watching the video.